Hey everyone, it's Rich Tola, and thanks for tuning in to Tola Talks. Yeah, we got a great show for you playing today. It's Freaky Friday, and last night I went to see comedian Joe Taylor performing at Flappers Comedy Club, so I got a chance to interview Joe right outside before he went on, and we got a clip of him performing, so yeah, we're going to take a look at that a little bit later. You guys want to learn more, see all the shows, all the past shows, check out richtola.com. They're all there. Right? Or follow me on social at Rich Tola. Let's get started today with some celebrity birthday shout outs. 29, Frankie Muniz. You know him from Malcolm in the Middle? Yeah, about 2 years ago, Frankie had a scare. He had a mini stroke, I think at the age of 27, but I think he's doing okay. Yeah, he's from Wood Ridge, New Jersey. Way to go. And he moved to Burbank, that's where we are, with his mom, got into acting. And most recently, he got into open wheel racing. You know, that's with the one seat with the wheels are on the outside. So, hey, happy birthday to you, Frankie, and all your new endeavors. Yeah, how about Nick Stahl? Remember him from Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines? Yeah, Nick's 35 today. Give a shout out to Nick. He was also in Sin City in 2005, and he was also in the Bedroom in 2001 with Marissa Tomei. We gave a birthday shout out to her yesterday, so that's kind of cool. And how about Eddie the Eagle Edwards? Remember Eddie the Eagle Edwards? He's 51 today. Happy birthday to him. He was the first competitor from Great Britain to compete in a Winter Olympics, 1988 Calgary. He was that long jumper. Remember him? Crazy guy. He was born Michael Edwards, but he actually finished last place in both events, the 70 meter and the 90 meter, and the press nicknamed him Mr. Magoo. Why'd they do that? Well, aside from wearing glasses, he was very farsighted, so he had to wear glasses all the time, which would fog up when he jumped. He was also 20 pounds heavier than the average jumper. In addition to that, he didn't have any money. He was self-funded. The whole Olympics experience was self-funded for this guy, so he was kind of out there. They were like, what's he doing in here? But guess what? He was the best in UK's history. He finished with 73.5 meters. And by the way, in 2010, he was the torchbearer for the Vancouver Olympics. Way to go, Eddie. Happy birthday. Yeah, on that note, let's go around the globe for the latest news, right? We like to do that. Let's talk about this. Cyber WTF. I mean, what the... Oh, anybody hear about the fallout from the cyber attacks on Sony Pictures Entertainment? Yeah, we reported on that the other day. Now we're talking 47,000 current and past employees as well as celebrities, right, breached their information. We're talking Sylvester Stallone, Judd Apatow, and Berlin Wilson. I mean, we're talking information, data about them, salaries, and home addresses. Well, you know, Stallone said that was pretty cool because now he can have his house on the Hollywood tour bus map of fame. Well, anyway, a group's calling itself the Guardians of Peace. Well, I guess the name Guardians of Galaxy was already taken. Well, anyway, these Guardians of Peace took credit for this, these wackos, for the data that was stolen. They said they took it out of a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet that didn't have a password protection. Well, I mean, I don't password protect my Excel spreadsheets, but there's evidence of malware. But they said the biggest effect, the biggest fallout was the effect that it had on these two buddies, Seth Rogen and James Franco, right? You guys know they're making that new movie, The Interview, which, by the way, North Korea is all up in arms because it's about the assassination of their leader, Kim Jong-un, right? They don't even want the film released. It's coming out on Christmas. Well, guess what? These two guys, their movie budget was among the data, and they said it's going to cost $44 million to make the movie, right? Seth Rogen's making 8.4, and James Franco's 6.5. So Franco's pissed that Rogen's worth 23% more than he is. All right, moving on. We're calling this Fast and Furious 007. Yeah, did you hear about the latest James Bond movie? I love Bond, and I love Daniel Craig as James Bond, who's going to be starring, directed by Sam Mendes. He's awesome. It's called Spectre, S-P-E-C-T-R-E, or Spectre. It's the 24th installment of the Bond franchise, and Aston Martin, you know, the car company, they're going to make 10 handmade cars called the DB10. Going to be used in the film. I don't know if you've seen it. Go take a look on the internet. It's a beautiful car. I mean, it's amazing. All right, smoking hot. The only thing is, Aston Martin's catching a lot of flack from some Hollywood A-listers like James Franco. James Franco, he said, hey, I want to buy that car. Build me an 11th one for me. And they said, hey, no way. Your salary's not high enough. Maybe Seth Rogen could get one instead. All right, here we go. We're calling this Winter Wonder Boy. Hear about the 2-year-old boy who survived his body temperature being 54.9 degrees, the lowest anyone's ever survived. I mean, this boy stumbled out of his grandma's house in Poland, takes place in Poland. He left on Saturday night. It was 19 degrees Fahrenheit, right? When he went outside, they didn't find him till the next morning, face down in a pile of leaves nearby a creek, right? They're like, wow. And he only was wearing his socks and his top pajamas. He said his heart was beating once every few dozen seconds. I mean, that's insane, right? And they had to keep him in an artificial coma until Wednesday, because they were concerned that he would have brain damage. Well, guess what? Yesterday he's talking, playing. They said he's a really smart boy. Eating normally. He doesn't have frostbite or anything, right? They're calling it a miracle. But, you know, when they asked this little boy, why did you leave grandma's house? You know what he said? I had to go meet with the Guardians of Peace for my next cyber attack. Well, here we go. How about this? It's called the Unforgettable 5. You guys read about this? All right, apps, all the rage, right? Well, they've been around for a little while now. Applications for your smartphone or your tablet. They say there's more than 1.3 million apps out there. Well, the experts are saying these are 5 apps that are going to leave you saying, wow. Well, let's take a look. The first one is called Heirloom. It's all about your old photos, right? Restoring old photographs. You know, you sort of flatten them out, the edges, maybe you cut. You got to do a lot of things to get them ready. They said, no worries. All you got to do is take a picture with this app, Heirloom, which, by the way, is free on iOS and Android. And it does the color corrections, the cropping. It does all that for you. They said no fussing with old photos or your photo albums. They said, yeah, and the great thing is all your nude pics get automatically posted to Twitter. Yeah, I guess Jennifer Lawrence will like that one. All right, how about this? The second one's called Fast Customer, another free one on iOS and Android. Yeah, they said no more waiting on hold for those customer service calls. You know, when you get on hold and, hey, do you want to listen to music? They said, no worries. This thing will wait for you and ring you back. Pretty cool, especially if your boyfriend and girlfriend is a chatterbox. You just put them on hold and it'll ring you back when there's a pause. Anyway, how about this one? Number 3, it's called Sleep Talk Recorder. You talk in your sleep? You snore? Well, here's the answer for you. You could maybe get some help with this. It's free on Android, 99 cents on the iOS. You fire it up before you go to bed. It kind of pays attention, listens, and you record it back in the morning, I guess, and tells you what you're saying in your sleep talking or your snoring. Well, guess what? This is great for catching your cheating boyfriend and girlfriend, especially after a night of boozing. Yeah, they're going to be talking in their sleep. All right, number 4 is called Tag What. Oh, I like this one. It's free, iOS, Android. Okay, this is an app that you point your phone or your tablet at a business, and it gives you all the information about that business. It tells you the Twitter, the Facebook, all the social media information. Yeah, they said you can go around and point this at a landmark in your town. Gives you all the information. Tells you what deals are going on nearby you. I mean, yeah, it even pointed at your boyfriend and girlfriend. It even tells you who they've been sleeping with, other than you. I don't know about the cheating boyfriend and girlfriends today, but all right, here we go. This is the last one. I really like this one. Why? Because just today, no bullshit, just today, I woke up thinking, you know, yesterday I was stumbling around trying to find a ruler or a tape measure. I had to take measurements. Well, I couldn't find any. So anyway, I got a piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and I kind of used that. And I'm like, I wish my phone, which is an iPhone 5, maybe my phone, does everything else except wash my clothes. So I'm thinking maybe that'll do it. Well, guess what? There's an app called Easy Measure. I read about this just this morning. It's free, iOS and Android. No doubt. It says you point your smartphone's camera, your tablet's camera at something, and it gives you the dimensions on your screen. No kidding. Cool. It even works on men, they say. You just point it at somebody's crotch and it tells you the length of their Johnson. Well, maybe not, but you ladies are like that, huh? All right. On that note, let's go over to the Get Your Shit Together. I watched this morning. This was crazy. And I'm calling this Hateful Hate, okay? I love that song, by the way, by the 10,000 Maniacs. That song came out in 1989, our throwback year. I didn't mention it yesterday. One of my favorite albums of all time, Blind Man's Zoo. Talk about being in a zoo. This jackass should be in a zoo. So Hateful Hate, Curiosity spilled the blood of, that song? Curiosity still entices the madmen with a lusting and a greed. Well, talk about a madman. Pastor Steven Anderson, this whack job out of Tempe, Arizona. He's with the Faithful Word Baptist Church. He's a Baptist pastor. Don't know much about that, but all I know is this. You got to go check out the video on YouTube, right? He declares that no queers or homos are allowed in the church and never will be as long as he's pastor. I mean, talk about a problem. Talk about a lunatic who's got issues with people who kind of express themselves the way they want. Who cares whether someone's gay, straight? It makes no difference, okay? Anyway, he's talking about killing gays is the way to rid the world of AIDS by Christmas. All right, he quotes the Bible. Talk about a madman, all right? He quotes the Bible, and he says that all homos are pedophiles. Because there, I said it, they're all pedophiles. And he's talking about how the Bible infers that killing gays is the divinely sanctioned way to rid the world of AIDS. I mean, what are you talking about? First of all, the number one way AIDS is spread or transmitted is through heterosexual activity. So first of all, you don't know what you're talking about. This guy's a complete jackass. I got to give him the get your shit together word, because 5 years ago, when Obama came to speak in Phoenix, this jackass said another thing about a Bible passage telling him to kill the president. I don't know where these people get off. And he's on a pulpit. People are listening to this guy. First of all, why are you such a hateful man? Okay, what's your deal in life? Okay, what's it matter how people live their lives? What's it got to do with you? You know what? This guy, I don't know what's going to happen to this guy, but this guy better be careful that he doesn't get himself knocked off by somebody who's more lunatic than him. So the Get Your Shit Together award goes to our pastor over there, Steven Anderson. You got to go check it out. He's a total whack job. I'm concerned. I remember the days of Jim Jones. I mean, there's a lot of lunatics out there that kind of suck people in. Unassuming people aren't that bright and people don't know what the hell's going on in the world. But guess what, people? You can be anything you want. I mean, it makes no difference. Gay, straight, transgender. Who cares? Well, guess what, Mr. Steven Anderson? You get the Get Your Shit Together award for today. There you go. All right, guys. So we're going to get into this, all right? I did a little quick interview on the street with my man, Joe Taylor. Check it out. And then the clip that you're going to see following is Joe. I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago. I was not able to use a camera last night, right? I couldn't do that at Flappers. But he was able to provide me the footage of a previous act, so you get a chance to do like a 5-minute stand-up routine. So let's take a look, and we'll be back. Hey guys, I'm here with Joe Taylor standing out in front of Flappers because Joe's going to be going on. Stand-up comic. Just moved to Los Angeles from Washington State. Good reason to do that, right? To pursue his comedy. He's been a comedian for the past 4 years, making your way. So, tell me a little bit about that, how you made the move from accounting. That seems... I do a lot of accounting jokes because that seems like a pretty dry subject to dive into.
It sure is. That's my day job. Not a lot of inspiration for comedy there, but it pays the bills while I'm working the comedy angle. So.
You got to pay the bills because these guys, you're like out there like as many nights as you can, right? Doing comedy?
Yeah, I try and get out 5 or 6 nights a week if I'm working on new stuff. This month a little bit less because of the holidays, but yeah, it's a grind, man. It's a grind.
It's a grind, and he was talking about doing, the open mics is when anybody can. Is that how you got started with an open mic? Did you just say I can do comedy, and you've been writing? How'd it go?
Yeah, I've been writing material for a couple of years before I ever tried an open mic. And I went to a little place called Harvey's in Portland, Oregon, and did my first open mic there. And
you shitting a brick first time?
I think I was drunk at the time, but but it was great, and I wanted to keep doing it. And I started kind of to help my writing, and now I kind of write to help the stand-up. So it's kind of a vicious circle.
You got to keep writing, huh?
Oh yeah, that's a lot of people, they spend a ton of time at open mics, but not a lot of time writing and developing their act. So
yeah. We're on the street here, so we're like, what the hell? I thought that was a little...
I thought it was a critter.
Yeah, we thought it was a critter, but it was a nice leave. Yeah, we're like this Tola on the street.
Yeah.
No, so you got to write, you got to pursue it, right? No, you're right. I go to a lot of open mics. I love comics, and a lot of them, I see them, it's the same material. You got to always keep coming up with fresh and current, right? With what's trending. Is that good?
Yeah, I got some really good new stuff about airplane food that I'm excited to try out, but I might wait a little while longer.
Airplane food and no booze, he said. Almost a year now, you said?
Yeah, almost a year. I think that's actually helped the focus and the memory and stuff a little bit. not a lot.
Are you saying you lose your memory when you get all boozed up?
Well, that's the idea.
Oh shit! I did this week. We did the top 10 reasons to quit drinking because I hit my 7th year. What's up, guys?
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, 7th year on a couple of days ago.
Awesome.
We did a show.
Awesome.
Not bad. So 1 year, you got a long way to go. But no, it's easy. Yeah. You don't have any desire to drink or anything. Well, you're around drinkers.
I'm around it a lot. That actually makes it a little bit easier. So.
Well, that makes it easier because you're seeing them getting all banged up and you don't need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're going to let Joe go do his thing. He's going to go on shortly. And yeah, it's fun talking to you. So, hey, what's in store? Give us the website. Give us the social.
Yeah, JoeTaylorHaha.com is my website. My Twitter handle is the same, JoeTaylorHaha. December 5th, I'll be at the Comedy Store, and December 17th, I'll be at Echoes Under Sunset in Silver Lake. Should be a great show. It'll be my last one for this year, and start all over again in January.
Oh, that's awesome. Been to the Comedy Store several times. That's a good spot.
Yeah.
And in Silver Lake, awesome spots there.
A lot of hipsters.
A lot of hipsters. Yeah, come join us in LA. If you're here tonight, I think you're going on shortly. So we got to go. But hey, Joe, thanks for joining us, and we'll catch up with you at the next location. All right, excellent. Peace.
Thank you. Yes, big week for me, guys. This week, 6 months sober. Woo! Thank you. It's cool. I still like to go out. I go out to comedy clubs, obviously, go out to bars with friends. I can still have a good time. I've realized that I don't need to have a great time. I don't need that crutch. Trying to get healthy, doing some healthy things. I've been doing hot yoga for a while. That's pretty popular down here. I did, like you said, just moved here from Portland. Hot yoga's all right. Although the older I get, I think I'll probably just end up settling for some yoga with a nice personality. Nice. What else is going on? I am getting old. I'm 31 now. Just not too long ago, I turned 31. And the last time I had sex, you guys, I had to use a pill. It was kind of embarrassing because it was a roofie. So, date rape jokes. Ding dong, I live next door. Hey, so I was dating a stripper for a while. That was really cool because she was hot and I got to see her naked for free, right? Everyone else had to pay $1. So, how do you like them apples? Apples was her stage name, but she was hot. She was one of those kind of jealous, crazy girls, which is great because they're the best in bed, right? The jealous, possessive, yeah. Backfired on me a little bit. One night we were in bed and she said to me in her sexy voice, which it just sounds a lot like me whispering really, she goes, I want to tie you to the bed. I said, okay, that's cool, we can try that. So she does, and then I said to her, in my sexy voice, which again, just whispering really, I said, what are you going to do now? And she goes, she leans in really close and she goes, I'm going to look through all your fucking text messages. So there you have it. Have you guys been to that new Ethiopian restaurant down the road here on San Fernando or whatever? It's pretty good. The food is good. Not as good as Flappers, of course, but the food is all right. Service is all right. The best part was, though, it only cost 10 cents a day, so I highly recommend it. If you're on a budget. If you guys haven't had Ethiopian food, don't worry, a lot of them have not had it either. So. And we've turned a corner, guys. We've turned a corner. So we had to go a ways to get there for that one, but we made it safe, all of us together. Oh man, what else is going on? Oh, I saw in the news somebody sold their My Buddy doll. You guys remember the My Buddy dolls from the 80s and 90s, whatever? They're about 25 years old now. Somebody sold one on eBay for $1,000, brand new, never opened in a box. $1,000 bucks. I thought, man, I'm gonna get mine out of the attic and I'm gonna put mine on eBay. $1,000, shit, and that was probably without cum stains. So imagine. What? Let's see. Not drinking as much is nice. I've got more money now. I can buy other ridiculous things instead of booze. I bought some Dr. Dre Beats headphones. I like them a lot. They sound really good. I like to wear them when I watch porn the most because they really block out like everything going on around me. Like I'm watching porn, for example, I can barely even notice the other people in the library. So that's really a lot of porn and library stuff kind of coming full circle. Calling back to like the first comedian. No, they're cool. For $200, you can get a pair of headphones made by Dr. Dre, which is awesome. Where I'm from in the Northwest, you can go to the Tacoma Mall and for $6 get a pair of corn dogs made by Sir Mix-a-Lot. So we've got that going on up there. Let's see. I'm wearing a hat tonight for a couple of reasons. One, because I just got it. I just moved here, and I'm really proud to be in LA. Thank you for having me in your lovely city. And the other thing, right when I got here, I was the victim of a Korean haircut. Not the sex act. An actual Korean haircut. And I knew I was in trouble when I sat down and she asked me, how do you want me to cut your hair? And I didn't go to beauty school for 2 years. It says on the wall that she did. I figured she would just make them all shorter by the same amount. But that's not exactly what happened. Luckily, when you go to your dentist, they don't ask you, how do you want me to fill your cavity or whatever. That sounds a lot worse than I thought it was right there. The last thing I wanted to mention, thanks to all the other comedians and guys for having me and everything. We're all out here, trying to grind it out, trying to make a living, telling jokes, and you guys can follow me on Twitter at Joe Taylor Haha. See where I'm doing shows and stuff. And also, I've got to mention, I do have some CDs for sale. Like I said, it's tough making money as a comic. So I've got Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've got Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. A couple Nirvana CDs. So if you want to buy some CDs, come see me after the show. Thank you very much, you guys. I'm Joe Taylor.
Well, there you have it. Hey, thanks a lot, Joe, for some comedy. I hope you guys like my comedy today. Still trying to weave that in. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Being a stand-up comic, challenging stuff, no doubt. Getting up there, nervous. Hey, Joe's been doing a good job. So, hey, keep it up. I'm sure you got a great future ahead of you. And let's get some more accounting jokes in there if you can. All right, guys, so thanks for tuning in. That's our show for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Rich Tola. And remember, tomorrow, Monday is Movie Monday. I think I'm going to watch Birdman. I've been hearing a lot about that film. So I think I got to watch it and review it for you. So check us out on Monday for Movie Mondays. Get my review, right? And that should be a lot of fun. Well, I'm Rich Tola. And remember, dreams do come true. But hey, what do I know?